Right, the asparagus are all coming up nicely. So are the weeds around them, but I'll sort those out. And this last one in the corner has finally decided to come up. I don't know why this one has come out in a weird shape, but anyway, this one has finally come up, so it's not dead. So that's all 12 crowns have got spears on them now, so that's good. And this rhubarb is just massive, apart from that one. I think that one is in that corner and it's just getting shaded out by these other three, but they're doing so well I can't really complain. This part of the compost heap looked like that part, so I've cleared this half, and this part that I've just cardboarded looked like that. So it is getting a bit neater. I'm tucking the weeds under the cardboard, and it's a double layer of cardboard. So these boxes, I just folded them and put them across, and I will put some more across along this edge as well, and then put some wood chips on top of them. But just goes to show, wood chips doesn't really stop certain weeds. And this was wood chipped, and that bed was wood chipped. It's the weekend, so we have to live with the incessant noise of power tools, so you'll have to put up with that, I'm afraid. But that bed, I mean, I've had crops out of it. I mean, the chard is still producing, but all the brassicas have gone to seed. There's still the odd leek left, but yeah, the weeds are coming through nice and strong, and I have to make sure I pull these out. Still got a celeriac there amongst all the other stuff. It'll just be a tiny little thing, so I'm not going to bother with it. But yeah, I think just straight wood chips as weed control is not on really. Well, not with the weeds we've got. Quite clearly, just relying on wood chips is not enough with the weeds that we've got. I haven't weeded it because things were coming to an end, but if I left it, it's the end of May, by the middle of June this will be just that many weeds in it, you wouldn't be able to see the ground. So I'll clear these. So there's some plant pots and things in there with all the herbs, but you won't be able to see them. Right, I've cleared this lot, and I've cardboarded this bed, and these are the asparagus that I grew from seed. Some of them are looking quite good and healthy. The pots are overrun with weeds, and a few of them are looking a little bit weedy, but this is like up to my belly button. So it's the first size. They do need a little bit of weeding, and then they will go in a bed when I get around to it. I'm just clearing this bit and a little bit down the front by the gate and things. I've almost filled the builder's bag, so I'm going to need more to get rid of that lot. And these, well, once they dry out, they really compress down. 3 years ago, I had 3 huge builder's bags here, and basically that half a builder's bag is what's left. So they will break down, and eventually I'll be able to compost them. Once I've got a composter that can handle weeds and get up to temperature, then they can be composted. Well, we've had incessant power tool use over the weekend, so I've not recorded anything, but what I've done is I've put a shelf up here using some corrugated metal and some bricks. We've got these sticking out of the brickwork, so I've just put some bricks to raise this corrugated metal. So I've got a surface to work on above the compost bin, and this front bed here, I put all the pots of herbs here. And there's some tomatoes and pumpkins and things up here now on top of that corrugated metal to harden off, and they'll go in the ground in a couple of days. And I've cleared these 2 front beds. I pulled out the elephant garlic that was here, and there were remnants of bits of crops here which I've either chucked in the compost heap or they will go in the compost heap. There's some weeds that I've separated out, and they will be composted separately. And the only thing that's left, these 2 beds, is this chard. I'm going to pick the last of it, then pull that out so I can prepare this bed. I've already filled a builder's bag with weeds. There's a comfrey there which I'm leaving. It's right on the edge of the bed, so it's not in the way, so I'll leave that where it is. And all the nettles that I pulled from around the place I will put into the nettle barrel. So at some point I will clear these 2 beds. Some of the squashes and pumpkins are going to go in here. This one is going to be some of the physalis. They're going to go in on the cloches, so that's what the red tubes are for. I'll get rid of these bottles. The subarctic plenty tomatoes can go here, and the asparagus fern is doing well, they're going nicely, and the rhubarb, I can't give it away fast enough. It's bonkers. I've picked about half a carrier bag full of charred leaves, which is as much as I need really. Some of these lower leaves are a bit ratty, so I don't want those anyway. There's a bit more I could pick, but really I wouldn't be able to use it, so might as well just put them in the compost. Right. And this is going in the compost.